Imagine driving a car for like, I don't know, 265,000 kilometers over 18 months, and the battery only loses about 5.5% of its life.
Yeah, that is insane. And the crazy part is that's not from a legacy automaker.
Right, exactly. It's from the smartphone maker Xiaomi. Welcome to this deep dive, everyone. Today we are unpacking some huge news for the EV market, mainly the upcoming European arrival of the Xiaomi SU7.
And obviously how it stacks up against the current reigning champ, which is the Tesla Model 3.
Exactly. Our mission today is to give you the insights you need to decide, do you buy an EV right now, or do you hold out until 2027 for a car built by a massive tech giant?
Well, it is such a wild time for the industry. I mean, you are pitting a company that essentially builds digital devices against one that has spent well over a decade figuring out how to actually mass produce cars.
Yeah, on paper, buying a Tesla Model 3 right now is basically like investing in a stable blue chip stock. I mean, you're looking at a starting price around 36,990 euros.
Which often drops under 34,000 with those promotions they do.
Right. So, waiting for the Xiaomi, it really feels like getting in on a highly anticipated but maybe slightly risky tech IPO.
Totally. And the real risk with that IPO is not necessarily the sticker price, right?
Yep.
Because the Xiaomi is estimated to land in Italy around, 35,000 to 40,000 euros.
Which is super competitive.
It is. But the big unknown is the total cost of ownership, the TCO. Tesla has really mastered depreciation, maintenance, logistics, all of that.
Yeah, aggressive financing, predictable resale value, the whole supercharger network.
Exactly. Whereas Xiaomi, they have to build a European service and parts network totally from scratch.
Which is a huge hurdle. Like if my screen freezes or, a door handle breaks, I know exactly where to take a Tesla.
Yeah, you just open the app and schedule it.
Right. With a brand new market entrant like Xiaomi, the resale value alone is a complete mystery. So if the economic reality heavily favors the incumbent, why are buyers so eager to wait for the SU7?
Well, it comes down to the fact that Xiaomi isn't just selling a car. They are selling a technological device.
A smartphone on wheels.
Basically, yeah. It fits into what they actually call a human car home ecosystem.
Oh, right. So using their HyperOS, you can manage your smart home directly from the dashboard.
Yeah, and the constant over-the-air updates theoretically keep the car from aging technologically.
Okay, but I have to push back here a little bit. Do you actually want your car to be a giant smartphone? Like, isn't there a massive risk of digital distraction?
Well, look at the traditional automakers. They have historically really struggled with user interface. I mean, the software often feels clunky. It lags behind what we'd expect from even a basic tablet.
100%. It can be super frustrating.
Right, so Xiaomi, being natively a software company, they provide this fluid, lag-free experience.
Ugh.
It's not about playing video games while driving. It's about removing the friction between your digital life and your daily commute.
I get the software appeal, I really do. But what actually gets me is the physical engineering. I mean, they essentially built a supercar disguised as a tech gadget.
Visually, it does look remarkably like a Porsche.
It does. And it boasts a drag coefficient of just 0.195, making it incredibly aerodynamic. Plus, it is absolutely loaded with LiDAR and AI-driven autonomous tech.
Yeah, but we really need to talk about the battery, because they aren't just slapping a heavy box onto the bottom of the car like older EVs do.
Right, they are doing something much smarter.
Exactly. They are integrating CATL batteries directly into the chassis. So instead of a separate bulky pack, the battery casing is actually a structural part of the car's frame.
Which saves weight and creates way more cabin space.
And it drastically drops the center of gravity, so it corners like a premium sports car. Plus, they offer two chemistries, LFP batteries for the base models, which are cheaper and highly durable.
And then that energy-dense NMC chemistry for the high-performance trims.
You got it.
And that high-performance aspect brings me right back to that 265,000-kilometer test we mentioned earlier, with only 5.5% degradation.
That part is just mind-blowing.
It really is. The Pro and Max versions use an 800-volt architecture, so that allows a 10 to 80% charge in just 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you think of voltage like water pressure in a hose, upgrading to 800 volts is essentially cranking up that pressure. It allows massive amounts of energy to flow into the battery with far less resistance.
But normally, if you push supercar voltage through a battery that aggressively, doesn't it create enough heat to just fry the cells over time? How is a phone company managing automotive thermal loads better than traditional car makers?
That is the big question. And they solved it by using highly efficient silicon carbide inverters.
Okay, break that down for us.
Sure. So when you are converting that massive amount of direct current from the battery to alternating current for the motors, Standard silicon components waste a lot of energy as heat.
Right, which degrades the battery.
Exactly. But silicon carbide drastically reduces that heat loss.
Yeah.
It proves that Xiaomi really nailed the hard engineering, keeping the battery chemistry incredibly stable even under those extreme charging conditions.
It really shows they aren't just coasting on their software reputation. So, to summarize the choice for you, you picked Tesla if you want immediate economic certainty, a mature build, and an established support network.
Or you wait for Xiaomi if you want peak technological integration, supercar specs on a commuter budget, and, well, you're willing to embrace the risks of being an early adopter.
It really is the ultimate test of incumbent reliability versus disruptive innovation.
It definitely is. It's going to be fascinating to watch unfold.
A huge thank you for joining us on this deep dive today, everyone. We really appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much.
And it leaves me with this one final thought for you to ponder. If cars are becoming an extension of our digital lifestyle, with hardware built to last hundreds of thousands of kilometers but software evolving literally every day, how long until we start treating our vehicles like our phones? Just trading them in every 2 years to get the newest operating system.